HTG Brian here. We're back with some more LEGO Marvel superheroes. This time we got level 13, Kree-Search and Development STORY. Haha, I see what they did there. Hey, we get a trophy achievement for completing the level, as well as a gold brick. Let's go ahead and jump into the cutscene right where we left off.
Located and gathered part of the Nexus. So exciting, isn't it, my little pincer movement? I shall annihilate them. And their city. I never liked parks anyway.
Your obsession with destruction is impressive, oh Kang. Someone has to stop you.
Kang's constant warfare makes for an ill place to be mortal.
Hey, it's still nicer than New York in the 70s. So, have you picked where you want to go first?
I doth crave to see the cats that sing. But first, we should dine upon the dogs.
Yeah. We don't actually eat... Oh, right. Hot dogs. Then, Broadway. Follow me. Little Tony's place is always open, even in apocalypses.
Alright, so I gotta be honest, I was a little confused of why Heimdall and Tony are having a conversation talking about let's go do this. And then we get some options to choose some groups here. But neither of them have anything to do with Heimdall, Tony, or any of that. So anyhow, we've got Team Star-Lord that's been kind of hanging out for a while. So let's go ahead and choose them. Now we start right off at the mansion like most of these other missions. And we got to make our way all the way over to that purple marker, which happens to be in Hala. I think I'm saying that right. It's the home of Kree. That's right. The level itself is called Kree-Search and Development, as we already covered in the main menu there. And yeah. Hey, let's give a quick shout out to Warner Bros. As we're getting ready to pull into the nice, awesome neighborhood of Hala. And let them know we are greatly appreciative of the copy of LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2 that they hooked us up with. Now, we're also greatly appreciative that you are watching these videos. Now, we've got a trophy achievement guide that's available on our main website, HappyThumbsGaming.com, and that's been put together by Tyler P. It's got all sorts of collectible and trophy achievement information, so highly recommend you checking that out. And high five to Tyler P. for hooking it up so quickly and getting it ready for me. Now, see, now it looks like I'm the bum who's taking my sweet time, because he got it all done, and now everyone's waiting on me. So next time, Tyler, take your time. Anyways, we got a little bit of a problem here. We were essentially just trying to get to this purple marker, but we got some bad guys blocking our path. So we had to give them the old cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. And look at that, we've got some bouncing bricks that turn into one of those, what are they, gravity boosters, I think is what they're called. I'll go ahead and toss one of them on there. And look at that, Booyaka Show. It sucks the door away and gives us access to that halo. So you know what to do. Let's go.
Let's move before anyone.
All right, hit the button. Let's do this. Oh,
yeah. What's that? Oh, yes. News never sleeps, so neither do I. And neither does the task of collecting the shattered Nexus. Heimdall has spotted a shard in the Kree sector of Chronopolis, Hala. So who better to tackle a mission against extraterrestrial oddballs than the Guardians of the Galaxy? They may have shown up late, and one of them is a glorified branch, but you gotta respect their can-do attitude. Who knows? Maybe the Kree creeps won't realize they're in possession of the fragment and let Gamora and the guys in and out without too much trouble. Well, a guy can dream, can't he?
Now, to find that Nexus shard. Where have you been?
I had to blow up some defense thingy. Lots of lasers, lots of explosions.
I am Groot.
Shh! What's the point in me lying? If you go and tell them we were having dessert.
Focus, guys. What's the plan, Peter?
Well, I figured if we sneak in and...
I've been blinded!
Relax, numbskull. It's just dark.
Hey, who turned out the lights? All right, so we've got this mood lighting situation here, as they refer to it as, that we need to deal with. And luckily for us, there's some silver bricks over to the right that can be destroyed and reveal a game of The Claw. That's right, a little Toy Story for you there. We've got this nice little crane that needs to move these battery power packs around to the appropriate color. So start off by turfing an aid with Rocket Raccoon and removing that silver brickage. And look at that, we've got ourselves a little bit of a hack panel here. So get your beep boop beep on. And look at that, we've got the crane as promised. So we've got 3 colors of power nodes and 3 receiving ends of power. So we'll go ahead and put the purple with the purple, the green with the green, and the blue with the blue. Come on, you should have known what to do. But we'll go ahead and drop it like it's hot in each one of these. Now, you'll know you got it right when it kind of sucks the tube into the old power node there. Watch here, you can see it. There we go. And this next one I kind of struggle with. I got a little button happy here and dropped it a wee bit early. So while we're waiting for me to do that, this would be a good time for you to check us out on Twitter. That's right. I don't know if you are a part of the Twitter sphere or not, but we would graciously accept some of your tweets if you were on there. So, hey, we got the power in place, and look at this. Looks like it's powering up some sort of robotic conveyor belt.
What are these things?
They're sentries. Advanced bipedal automatons used by the Kree in battle.
What? Giant robots that like to blast stuff! Ha! What fun!
They slammed the door on us. It's not going to stop us, though. Is it? All right, so we gain control of our heroes, and away we go again. And as it turns out, we've got lots of things to smash, plenty of studs to collect, but that's not what we're after. We're actually looking for some story-based elements so we can get through this. And essentially what we need to do here is make our way through this giant robotic factory, and there's only a few tasks along our way here, and then we'll actually take on a boss battle. That's right, as you know, every one of these levels is pretty quick and simple. You just follow the pathway to the end. Once you get there, boss. And then once you complete that boss, usually another boss. But we'll have to wait and see if that's the case here too. What I can tell you for sure is there are some laser beams and this weird kind of robotic spider that we got to deal with next, along with a few of these little cronies too. So we'll go ahead and do a few butt slams and destroy everything in sight. And then, of course, ooh, look at this. We've got something we can build up. Looks like one of them gravity boosters again. So we'll switch on over to Star-Lord and toss one of those bad boys on there and let it go to work. These things are pretty cool, I do have to admit. I don't really know what they're called for sure, but they do excite me. So look at that. We've got our access into a new room here. We've got some laser beams in the back there. And, ooh, we've got this small little grate that we can slide through. So switch on over to Groot as he is small enough to make his way through. And, oh, check it out. Some more things to destroy. And looks like perhaps something to build, maybe? Nope, it's just a lever to pull. So we'll go ahead and use our weight. I can't imagine we weigh very much. But we pulled the switch down, and look at that. We've dropped a few bricks. And, oh, they need some repairs. So we'll switch on over to Rocket Raccoon as he is our resident repairer. And I guess first we'll do a couple of butt slams with Drax and take out some of them boxes in the back. Well, apparently he was not into hoarding that stuff. He wanted to get rid of it. And when we get up front, we got some blue bricks we cannot fix without our Rocket Raccoon. And here we go. We'll go ahead and spam, 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 spam. Fill up that meter. And what is this? I'm not even sure what's going on here. It looks kind of like a drone. I love the welding mask, too. That's pretty sweet. We'll go ahead and press all the icons indicated as they pop up and continue to switch it up. Look at that. We've got a little roly-poly now, too. And speaking of roly-poly, it's actually pushing us along. And luckily for us, this is going to give us a little bit of freedom from these laser beams. So really what I need to do is I need to get everybody on this, but unfortunately I wasn't aware of that. So I hopped on and I drove it through these laser beams. And now that I'm on the other side, it's great, but really we have to take out this robotic spider thingy, and then we need Rocket Raccoon and his electric beam to go ahead and, well, we actually have to break through the wall first. So we got a wall in the back. You can see we got a red crack, and we'll destroy that with Drax. And then once we get that revealed, or removed, it'll reveal a power node that we need to charge up. But it takes me a while to figure that out. So I get rid of that robotic spider-like thing, and I go crush that wall with my strength of Drax, even though he has very sensitive nipples. I apologize. It's part of the movie, though. It's part of the movie. Anyhow, we're kind of stuck now. You can see we need to get our characters on over here. And this was kind of funny, too. So I do have to admit that a lot of the times I take the blame for situations that don't go my way. You know, I try not to blame the developers for any kind of mistakes. But this is one that really kind of chapped my yapper. If you watch this, look at this. So I'm standing on this switch. Normally, characters, the AI characters, will come and run and stand on a switch if you need to them. Or when you switch characters, the one you left on the switch will stay there. It's like it knows, hey, you're on a switch, you got to stay here so we can get to the other. Look at this. Talk about musical characters. I got lucky right there. I'm not sure why that happened the way it did, but they both stood on the switch. You might even have to pull out a second controller and guide the other one to stand on that. I don't know. Hopefully you guys don't have the same issues as I did. And once you get it all turned off, well, what did that do for us? It didn't get rid of the laser beams like I was hoping. And we still need to get Groot and Rocket Raccoon over to the other side. So we'll go ahead and push this nice little conveyor. I don't know what this is. Some sort of a little mini tank, really. And get them up there. And look, I even had troubles getting Rocket up into this thing. It's kind of a funny angle to get up and over that. But we do eventually. And we'll go ahead and push it back across so that we can actually do the damage we need to do. That's right. We got to, like I said, we got to use Rocket's electric powers here. But see, I don't figure that out for a minute. I got to die a handful of times. And I even edited some stuff out. I get Star-Lord. I'm like, ooh, I can fly across here, which is great because he can fly. And we can get over here and take out the bad guys and even build up the next item that we need. However, we still need Groot. That's right. And we don't have him over here yet. All right, bad guys, check. Groot, grow spot, check. Groot? Nope, not yet. We're going to turn on some tunes real quick and dance around for a hot second. This is still one of my favorite things in the game, although it doesn't do us much good while we're over here. Turns out we have to switch back over, and I jump out and fail one more time and get crushed by these crazy, I don't even know what those are, but we got to turn them off. So we'll switch on over to Rocket, and look at that. We can pump up this charger in the back, which will then actually flip the switch and turn off those crushers. So they're officially going to be off, right? All right, there we go. And now we have a safe passage to get up there. Ooh, and it's even going to give us some studdage. We'll take it. Now, all right, so this might be tricky, too. As you can see, I've got Groot on Raccoon's shoulders, which is nice. And once we get across the gap here, we're going to have to switch. And really, we just got to get Groot off of our shoulders. But here we go again. The characters are just kind of frustrating, if I'm being honest. I just really want Groot to be off of Raccoon's shoulders and up top here. Finally, I get it. We get a little jungle boogie. That's right, we get a little discoage going. We grow up, and ooh, we are Groot.
Ha! Way to go, big guy. Or a little guy. Well done.
This doesn't feel right. Let's just get the shard and go.
Daughter of Thanos, is that any way for royalty to behave? You've spent too long in the company of thieves.
Ronan, thieves is such a strong word. Think of it more as us borrowing an itty-bitty chunk of crystal.
Silence! This shard taps into the infinite energy of the Nexus. With its power, I will lead my forces against Kang. He will pay for displacing the Kree.
Well, that sounds fine to me. Let's leave him to it. Oh!
Perhaps I should let you depart, rodent. But then again, my hounds hunger, for they haven't been fed in such a long time.
I am Groot.
I do not think they crave dessert.
You pathetic pests stand accused of being in my way. Now you'll feel my righteous judgment.
So, I already hinted at 2 bosses earlier, and guess what? It turns out I was wrong. In a roundabout way, there are 3 bosses. Look at this. So, we've got Ronan here, who is accusing us of mistreating his hounds. I don't know if that's really what's going on, but it sounded funny. Fun. Ronan the accuser. We got these hounds that are... Anyhow, moving along from my terrible jokes, we'll go ahead and continue to take out these Voltron-like doggies. And once they are gone, Ronan actually steps up to the plate and tries to take us on himself. And so I guess, like I was saying earlier, it's kind of the same method here again. We've got a level, we've got a boss, and then we've got another bigger, scarier boss. So, yeah, I wasn't really sure what the most effective way to take out these dogs were. As you can see, the first one went really quick. I don't know if this guy was stronger or if it was the fact that I'd switched characters. I think I was using Drax to begin with. And so I switched it up. I'm like, all right, it's time to get some rocket firepower here. And no, the grenade situation, I thought that might help. But nah, I got bad aim with the grenades. And you kind of get stuck in this loop, too, once you're spamming nades. It's just like you stop hitting the button and you're still throwing grenades for a second or two. Which then kind of encourages you to press the button some more and get your aim right, which was my problem. I seemed to throw grenades non-stop, but my aim was not so good. So anyhow, I went ahead and switched on over to somebody with a little bit more power. You can see Gamora's got her sword out, and I'm not doing a whole lot of damage with her either. And I still seem to just always be right in the path of destruction of this dog. It's kind of like a demo dog. It's kind of like a demo. Speaking of old demo dogs, anybody out there watch Stranger Things? It's been a real big hit around our house. Reese took a little warming up to. He wasn't really sure if he liked it or not. It was kind of scary at first, but then he realized it really wasn't scary. It was very intriguing, you know, and it doesn't quite hit home as much for him as it does for me, as, you know, I grew up with all of the stuff that it references, but, you know, it's fun getting to share all that, and he knows a lot of that stuff from my childhood, because I've shared a lot of movies and things with him already, so it's been real fun for all of us. Now, just trying to keep up with everything, you know, I got all the new merchandise that's coming out. Of course, they just renewed for Season 3, but, all right, anyways, demo dogs down, even though I was calling them demo because they were destruction, you know, demolishing demo dogs. But anyhow, moving along. Ronan is officially out of his cage and trying to attack us. We've got some silver bricks in the back, which will prove to be helpful here once you take them both down and rebuild the bricks that are left over. Oh, wait, there's nothing there. It's actually a spot of tracking needs. We don't have a tracker, at least I don't think we have a tracker out right now, so that's going to be a free play item. But essentially it did kind of distract Ronan for a second, and who knows, that might even be part of the actual battle. I'm not 100% sure, if I'm being honest. But here I am on my other nade-slinging frenzy again, and it seems to be working, but, you know, I don't know how well it's working. The power takes off, but it's not very much each time, so that's going to take a lot of grenades. But look at me, I'm in it to win it. Spam, 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 spam. But essentially, look at this. I'm doing more damage to myself than I am to him, so I believe I switch on over to Drax. Maybe not. Maybe we finish this out. I think I'm in for the long haul. If I'm being totally honest, I recorded this a couple of days ago, had some personal stuff come up, and I have not been able to edit and to cut the audio for it, so I kind of had to watch some of this over again to remember what I was doing, because I'll play 3 or 4 or 5 levels in a row, and then, you know, when I come back to edit, sometimes some of that stuff kind of overlaps, and I forget, when did I do this, or how did I do that? But anyway, we got it all the way to the end, and I was right. I did switch characters. I didn't ride the grenades to the end, but, oh, which way do we go? Which way do we go? I got some stars. We'll go ahead and get up close and personal. Guess what? A couple more pals right in the kissing, and it'll take us to the final cutscene.
Heads up, Quill!
Stealth mission success.
Right, a real precision strike. No one saw us.
Booyaka show! Once, twice, 3 times! Hopefully that trophy achievement rang off for you. I know a couple of you have reported that some of them are not working for you. However, I've also found out that you were playing as a 2-player, and it didn't work for the 2-player, but it worked for the 1st player. So anyhow, hopefully everyone is getting those trophy achievements. We got this level complete, which means free play is unlocked. We also got a gold brick. We're going to save that mini kit, and, well, I guess we got a character token we need to find too. And, of course, we got a freely. But we'll be back for that in our free play. We got Ronan the Accuser, but that's it. We didn't get a whole lot. It was a pretty quick level when it was all said and done with. Thanks for watching. That's going to wrap it up for level 13, Kree-Search and Development Story. Check us out on social media, if you course. What is that? I was going to say, of course, if you have not already, check out our Thumbie Must See. As for me, that's going to do it. As always, until next time, see ya!